leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 6.
Now at 6, the Milwaukee Bucks, NBA champions. Tomorrow, plans for a parade and a public celebration will take you along the route. What you need to know to take part.
Can I touch the trophy?
Yeah, it's no one time. Just touch it fast, good. Oh!
What a moment there. Giannis' surprise stop at a local drive-thru, broadcast live on his Instagram. The crush of fans who came out for a chance to meet the MVP.
How critical is it for these kids to have a facility like this?
It's beyond critical. It's life-changing.
And the Bucks not only making history on the court, but providing a lasting legacy off the court, the place they helped create for local kids to succeed.
I trusted this team. I wanted to do it here in the city. I wanted to do it with these guys, so I'm happy. I'm happy that we were able to get it done.
2 words, history made. The Bucks end a 50-year drought to bring an NBA title to the city of Milwaukee, a city of champions led by their MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just after the clock ran out, Giannis went to hug his family and then had this moment by himself, covered in confetti and filled with emotion.
Giannis dominated the championship clinching game, scoring 50 points en route to a second trophy for the night, NBA Finals MVP.
With the championship crown comes a celebration for the city, and that includes a parade in downtown Milwaukee tomorrow morning. Moments ago, city officials announced streets on that route will close overnight. On the right side of your screen is the 1.25-mile parade route starting at the lakefront and ending at the Deer District.
Matt Smith is on the plaza tonight. And Matt, before we get to the plans on the parade, there's a new look at Fiserv Forum.
There is, Derek. The Bucks tonight preparing for tens of thousands of fans to be here once again tomorrow afternoon, and the big sign has changed. History made, it says tonight, for what will be an historic celebration tomorrow. The big stage in an empty lot just north of Fiserv Forum was set up for a reason, to hold the world champions atop tens of thousands of fans one final time.
This is the culmination of everything we've been working for. So to be able to see that trophy, to see fans really be able to react and show the appreciation of these players, I think is what we're all really looking forward to. The celebration in the Deer District set to begin Thursday at 12:30, or whenever the mile-plus-long parade filled with more fans ends. The parade starting at the Sunburst sculpture near the lakefront, eventually ending at the Milwaukee River, just blocks from Fiserv Forum.
I want people to understand that it's going to be crowded here in downtown Milwaukee tomorrow, and it should be,
Matt, what can we expect in the parade tomorrow?
All right, Derek, so the parade is expected to begin around 11 o'clock. The Bucks say there'll be several vehicles with former players and dignitaries. There'll be several flatbeds with DJs and more confetti. The players, the owners, they're all expected to be, Derek, on several double-decker buses.
All right, Matt Smith.
We have a little news on that, don't we? Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, the Bucks championship double-decker bus is on its way to Milwaukee, but one of those 3 buses broke down. Here's a live pic of the bus stuck on I-43 near Wisconsin Avenue just before it was going to get into downtown.
Along with closing the parade route to traffic overnight, more streets will close at 8 tomorrow morning. McKinley and Juneau will close between MLK and 6th Street. Bell R. Phillips is closing from McKinley to Kilbourne. Also, 5th Street will close from McKinley to Juneau. City Hall will also close its doors from 11 until 2.
How do you turn the camera on? There we go. Hey, did that even gonna be? I'm going to Chic-Fil-A, fellas. Right now.
Yep, Finals MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo made a surprise visit to Chick-Fil-A this morning, ordering 1 nugget for every point he scored.
This city was going crazy. That's gonna be my order. 50-piece Chick-Fil-A nuggets with half Sprite, half lemonade, no ice, please.
As Giannis pulled up to get the order, fans were already surrounding the car, yelling Bucks and 6. Giannis even let a fan touch a trophy.
In the second half of last night's game, Giannis could not be denied, and you see right here, he walked away with 2 trophies for the night. Fans are still buzzing about that 50-point performance.
When Giannis was a rookie, he spoke about, I want to be MVP, I want to be the greatest player, and I want to win the championship with the Milwaukee Bucks. And like he achieved all that. Here in Milwaukee, like our city, he achieved that with our city. And that's monumental. And it's inspiring.
Other fans are taking note of Giannis's reach beyond the United States and highlighting his global impact.
I want to hop on, like everyone else, about what a great person first and then player Giannis is. But he really should be the face of the international NBA, because it used to be just national, but it's international now. And his sincerity, loyalty, and integrity shames a lot of so-called superstars.
Well, many know him as the Greek Freak, but after last night's game, Giannis is also getting another label, Greek God.
12 Sports' Stephanie Sutton takes a look at the journey of becoming Finals MVP and Milwaukee's superhero.
I want to be an NBA player.
A young Giannis Antetokounmpo back in February of 2013.
The thing that makes me special in the game is what I'm unselfish point guard.
Months later, the skinny 18-year-old from Greece drafted 15th overall by the Bucks. Soon after, he shot up another few inches and added a few pounds. Fast forward 8 years.
The Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
Giannis, great enough to be known by one name, led the Bucks back to an NBA championship.
I want to thank Milwaukee for believing in me. You know, I trusted this team. I wanted to do it here in the city. I wanted to do it with these guys. So I'm happy. I'm happy that we were able to get it done.
But that's what I call star power and a huge smile.
The Greek Freak seemingly came out of nowhere. Now he's a Finals MVP and a global superstar.
I never thought ever when I'll be 26, I'll be sitting in this chair with this right here and this right here. Man, we've come a long way.
Milwaukee's beloved superhero, who apparently enjoys fueling on fast food to celebrate his historic win.
How come Chic-Fil-A after winning a world championship?
I was hungry.
Hungry, humble, and the face of the NBA and Milwaukee. Stephanie Sutton, WISN 12 Sports.
And with his historic finals run, Giannis is in some legendary company. Take a look at this comparison of championship moments from ESPN. This is significant because Giannis is one of only 2 players to win multiple league MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP. The only other person with that resume, Michael Jordan. MJ won his first championship when he was 28. Giannis is 26.
While the Bucks made franchise history, they also created a lasting legacy in the community. Hillary Mintz takes us to another court designed to help kids succeed in tonight's Project Community.
The Bucks have done it.
World champs for the first time in 50 years. But celebrating the team began long before Game 6 on a different court where the Bucks helped pave the way for the next generation to shoot and score.
We do programming out here for the kids. We introduce them to new games.
With help from the Bucks in 2017, their 6-figure investment turned this land at the nonprofit Silver Spring Neighborhood Center and Browning Elementary School into a multi-sport court.
Before the Bucks helped build this multi-sport court, they tell us it was nothing but a concrete wasteland with weeds and broken bottles. But now these kids have a safe place to practice.
The Bucks donations also help with programs inside. Here, kids turning words into rhymes.
There you go. That's perfect.
And outside, pretending they're Giannis in the NBA Finals.
It's very nice. Some people don't get to have stuff like that, so it's very nice for us to have it.
How critical is it for these kids to have a facility like this?
It's beyond critical. It's life-changing.
As a thank you for everything, the center made this video for the Bucks.
I appreciate it because I like the Bucks, so I really appreciate it.
So the Bucks planted a seed with this multi-sport complex, and the harvest that they're going to reap from having a meaningful impact in the lives to come, that's going to go on for generations.
In Milwaukee, Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News.
The Bucks and Johnson Controls plan to donate an additional $600,000 for the next 10 years to pay for after-hours and weekend programs for kids.
Governor Tony Evers is cashing in on his faith in the Bucks. He won a friendly wager with Arizona's Governor Doug Ducey, tweeting how proud he was of the Bucks' win last night. After Game 1, Arizona's governor offered a 12-pack of beer, saying the Suns don't fear the deer. But Ducey has yet to tweet about the bet since the Bucks won the championship. And Milwaukee County buses are joining in on the celebration of the world champions. MCTS buses are displaying the message, "Congrats Bucks, NBA champs," on the front of all of the buses. And if you missed any of our championship coverage, we've got everything for you in one place, WISN.com. And there you can also find extended coverage also on our Facebook page and the 12 News mobile app.
Weather Watch 12 now. A lot of people are counting on tomorrow to be good for that parade and the celebration.
Yeah, Mark, it's looking like it could be hot and dry for the championship parade tomorrow.
Let's hope it's dry. That's the one question is, will we be able to avoid any of these hit and miss showers and thunderstorms that do pop up? I think for the most part the answer is yes. That's a live look at Fiserv Forum from our camera located in Deer District. Temperature at 11 a.m., so it's going to be warmer than what we had for today. Winds start coming out of the southeast. Not terrible, but it will be a bit sticky as well, and this is actually going to be cool compared to where our temperatures are going. That smidgen of a chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm, otherwise temperatures warming up into the 80s. Prepare yourself for that when we get to the 90s coming up in Weather Watch 12.
A Milwaukee house explosion near 18th and Keefe sent one person to a hospital. It happened around 1:30 this afternoon. The blast blew out a good portion of the home.
Just a huge explosion in the back of our yard, debris everywhere, glass flying everywhere.
Still not clear what caused the blast. Milwaukee fire officials say there was a small fire from the explosion, and they quickly put that out.
Milwaukee Alderwoman Shantia Lewis joined the list of Democrats in the race for U.S. Senate.
Wisconsin can do better than Ron Johnson. I believe that every day we can reach higher, dream bigger, and achieve the impossible. I'm Shantia Lewis, and I'm running for Senate for the people of Wisconsin.
Lewis announced her run today, making her the 9th Democrat to vie for the seat held by Republican Senator Ron Johnson. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes announced his Senate run yesterday. If Lewis or Barnes win, they would become the first African American to represent Wisconsin in the U.S. Senate. And here's a list of more Democrats now running, which includes Bucks executive Alex Lasry and State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski. Senator Ron Johnson has not announced whether he will seek re-election.
Now the latest on COVID. State health officials added 361 cases today. 7 more people have died. The 7-day daily case average has now climbed to 213. As for vaccinations, 62% of adults in the state have had at least one vaccine dose, while more than 59% are fully vaccinated. Still to come at 6, the rush for Bucks championship gear.
I mean, look at it.
Yeah, it's got the glitter like you said.
It's blinking out for the Bucks. You gotta have it.
Fans flock to the Pro Shop and other outlets to get their piece of history.
Blinging out for the Bucks. I like that. Tonight at 10, expect lots of confetti at tomorrow's Bucks Parade. We'll take you behind the scenes to show you how the Bucks will get confetti along the entire route. And keeping the party safe, the extra security that will be downtown to keep players and fans safe during the celebration. That's tonight at 10, right here on WISN 12.
And we want to once again congratulate the Milwaukee Bucks on winning their world championship. Look at all those fans, 65,000 that were out there last night in the Deer District before tip-off. Milwaukee police say they estimate 100,000 people were in attendance in or around the Deer District. You can watch video from the plaza the moment the Bucks won the title last night right now on our website, WISN.com.